Alright, hello everyone in the world of YouTube. My name is Shay, and this is my first attempt at making any sort of YouTube video. I actually only recently discovered YouTube, which is strange, but now I find that I spend all my days, like hours and hours, just like glued to my computer screen watching videos, and it's so fascinating to be able to look at people and to hear these talk about these incredible things that I just find resonate within me. And I thought that maybe if I articulated myself and put my thoughts down into words and sent them out into the world, that it might help me to untangle some of the thoughts that have gotten wound up in my brain. So my name is Shay, and I choose that name deliberately because it is the name that I go by when I perform drag. And I think what has really spurred all of this is that I've been having a bout of gender anxiety, something like that. I definitely do like the name Shay, and performing drag is a certain aspect of myself. It's a side of me. I've found that lately in the real life I've been going out and introducing myself as Shay, which I think is part of this masculine side of me, this imagined person that I've constructed on stage that, lip syncs the words to other people's songs, has started to become a little bit more concrete, and it's been spilling over into other parts of my life. I do definitely like my given name, and it's what I go by, but there was just always something about it that never really felt quite, it was never fully completely my home. And this is all really catching me off guard. I've grown up in a very queer positive environment. My biological father performs drag, and growing up, a lot of my friends were queer, gay, trans, or whatever. It's just something that I've always kind of been around and been exposed to, and I've just always been really interested in gender. Some people like science fiction novels, some people like to play magic cards, some people like to play guitar, and it was always just gender. And I've read a lot of gender theory. I've sat in a lot of women's studies classes, but it was always something that I approached in this very sort of like removed and theoretical, distant way. And it's only now that I've really sort of taken all of this knowledge and it's been compounded and turned inwards, and it's suddenly frightening and difficult to deal with. And it's really kind of came out of nowhere. I've, like I said, like I've always been exposed to drag. Like my dad just always wore dresses. Like it was normal. It was something that our family did. And I've performed drag casually in the past, but it was always, it was just something that people did. And so I was like, well, I can do this, so I did it. But it didn't really have any more significance than that. It was an action, and it was like on a casual basis, like once a year, once every few months. And in the past month or so, since being in a city, it's something that I've been able to do on a more regular basis. And so every week almost I get to go out and put on my beard, dress up, and slip into this other side of myself that I never really explored before. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, really, a girl again, are you sure? And sometimes I find that I leave my facial hair on so I can wake up in the morning and be like, hey, you, how's it going? And I don't really know what to make of it, and frankly the whole thing is pretty terrifying. I guess, I don't know, I feel like I should have been able to have seen this coming. I didn't. The scary thing is that I don't even feel that I have any sort of solid ground to hold on to. My identity feels like it's fluid as fuck. Like there's nothing stable or concrete inside of myself in which I can hold on to. And most of the people in my life that I know who are gender variant in any way are trans, and it's difficult to have these conversations because I'm like, but you know that you want to be a boy, and I just feel like my gender is all fucked up, and other people, they have this, they can do it, they know it, and I feel like something is just missing and it's not working right. I feel like I suck at it. And my identity has yo-yoed tremendously throughout my life. I presented as quite masculine when I was younger, when I was 14, 15, and then as quite feminine. I had like this really long relationship, which, a lot of things were tied up in it, but besides just gender. But gender was definitely an aspect of it, and now that relationship is over, there's like an opportunity for my masculine side to come out again, but somehow I feel like I know my femininity, and I know that it's there, and we've connected, and we're pretty cool with each other, and this masculinity inside of me is just like this little boy that was living there at this time, and I didn't know that he was there, but also at the same time I feel that being aware of this femininity would somehow delegitimize any sort of masculinity that I find within myself. And I don't know whether my masculinity is a female masculinity or a male masculinity. Like if my masculinity is gonna play out on a female identity, then it has to be butch, possibly. There's absolutely nothing butch about me. Nothing wants to express masculinity in a butch sort of way. If I did have any sort of masculinity, it would be very feminine male masculinity. But I don't necessarily want to be male either, because I don't really feel that I have any dysphoria issues surrounding my body. If I could have the body that I had and had it be read as a boy, then that would be fine. But I don't necessarily want to be, I don't know. I don't think that this video is really getting anywhere. I was going to do like a quick little introductory thing, like, hi, this is me, I like long walks on the beach, that sort of thing, and now it's kind of spiraling away from me. I made notes, even. I've tried to do this so many times, and I just could never get the words out, so I don't know if you can see, but there's like lists of things with little arrows about what I was going to talk about. I don't know if it really made that much sense, but yeah, here it is, and I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that the weather outside tomorrow is as beautiful as it was today, and I'm going to go and sit barefoot in the grass. Yeah, it's like the middle of the night. I'm just going to like stop talking now. Okay.